Yo, what's up guys, welcome back for another Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro Duel video. Next match, Cross-Banlist Cup. Let's zoom in again. We are at Group G, almost done with the second road and then all the way back to the beginning. But next matchup we have Dragon Rulers from 2013 versus a deck from Master Rule 4, and that's Sky Strikers, right, from 2019. So the first deck list is of course Dragon Rulers. This should be Patrick Hoban's list from, was it Nationals back then? I think so. Mainly, due to the Vanity's emptiness here in the main deck. The side deck will be very crucial, as you see here, looking at Eradicator, the third emptiness. I'm looking at Horus, who remembers that card, right? But second list doesn't need an introduction. We have Sky Strikers pretty much at full force with, drones, right? Yeah. Triple engage, but that's all you need, right? So which deck has the advantage? And if we take a look at the votes from the people, well, I could definitely agree that Sky Strikers should have the advantage over Dragon Rulers. The thing though is that this particular matchup kinda almost feels the same as the Dragon Ruler spellbook matchup, right? Dragon Rulers were, back then, as you saw, were side-decking stuff or heavily side-decking against spellbooks like Eradicator, for example, and Horus as well, level 6, level 8. So those post game number 1 will definitely, go in. But again, I can definitely agree Sky Striker should have the advantage, right? But going second, and that's a problem. Then again, game number 1 without the side deck, I'm honest, I'm not seeing Dragon Rulers winning this one. Like, pre-side deck, not a chance. And yeah, going second just makes things much more difficult. Especially, again, as you saw, the thing with Sky Strikers, if they're able to get out Ray in the graveyard, Shizuku, Gagari, the continuous spell, I forgot its name. Basically the spell Look of Judgment. I mean, what can I do? Gagari hits the board, potentially for the OTK. Yeah, Phoenix, because of the link to play the field spell, is going to turn itself into Ray. Borrel's sword is indeed going to hit the board, and yeah, both drones plus the Widow Anchor indeed are going to kind of seal the deal. But as I mentioned before, game number 1 without a side deck, I don't see Dragon Rulers winning this one. So game number 2 post side deck, I side decked in, let me think. Extra emptiness, double Eradicator. Eradicator is quite easy to get off. Just go for your, your rank 7 play into Big Eye. Big Eye is your high level dark. And this setup here is also quite sweet because again the Maxi, it's decent against Sky Strikers, but again, if you're able to, put it up there, put your opponent under the Maxi, you can definitely get like 2-3 draws against something like Sky Strikers as well. So that's strong. Hayate, is going to set up Ray, so that's cool. Shizuku searching the field spell. Oh, okay, that's because, engage, etc. is in the graveyard. Okay. So yeah, as I mentioned before, the Maxi is there and Horus is definitely going to hit the board. The Droll definitely hurts, no searches or drawing here, but that's fine. I already have Horus in hand, so get off Blaster on the field. And as you know, Horus, when it destroys an opponent's monster by battle, during the end phase you can level up into, well, in this case, Horus level 8. And level 8 is basically a Royal Degree for spells. So back in the old school days, I remember it very well. It was quite of an expensive card, and there were some, decks as a whole, because those decks, like the Horus Degree builds, were running like triple Royal Degree, but back in the old school days, Royal Degree was your tournament pack card, which was super expensive back then. And same for Horus, right? It was it Soul of the Duelist? I can't remember, but anyway, long story short, Horus kind of seals the deal. Not sure what my set is. I believe it's emptiness, so yeah, more than enough, right? So okay, 1-1. That's cool. Going second, and Veiler is definitely useful. It will be useful here in this situation. Again, preventing stuff like a Kakari, getting back a potential engage from the graveyard. Or in this case, Shizuku for the extra search, right? Or prevent the search, that is. So again, trying to get those extra draws off of Super Rejuvenation, but Droll again prevents the second one. That kind of hurts. The card destruction is there, but both baby dragon rulers in hand, that's not that great. I definitely needed the beneficial draws off of Super Rejuvenation, but the thing is that, if Sky Striker is able to get off those multiple engages, Shizuku's Search in the end phase as well, plus the continuous spell, getting stuff back from the graveyard, and okay, Droll is also there. Yeah, that's so strong. And this is a risky play on my part. I was like, okay, I could not use Maxi, get an extra draw here, 3 draws. I could use Maxi and kind of hope I draw into any form of Dragon Ruler or Baby plus this card, to get off a potential rank 7 Exceed play and try to attack over Shizuku, go and, Ray, and maybe Ray can tag up. Well, long story short, Maxi giving me some extra draws, but sadly not the case. The second card here in this case is an Eradicator, and I'm still in the duel. Not sure if Sky Strikers is able to OTK. Okay, makes sense, right? But I mean, as I mentioned before, Eradicator is still there. I just need one Eradicator going off, calling spells. And that could be like a super mind blow here for Sky Strikers, but nope, summon limit says no, and already summoned twice during this turn, so yeah, and flipping over engage, I'm just going to scoop it up. No way I'm going to get myself back in the duel. So game number 4, and this is, it's a decent opening hand, but it's an iffy one. I think my only play here is, of course, to go for Dracossack plus, I could, I guess, go for like a double, basically the double Dracossack play, or of course Dracossack double tokens plus the level 8 synchro play and sit on emptiness. So I was like, let's go, let's do that, but let's face it, the chances of Vanity's emptiness actually doing stuff is going to be very slim, because again, triple engage searching the jamming wave, I believe the name is, there is Twin Twister, and probably more cards, right, that I'm overlooking, but in this case it kind of worked out. 6 cards, I guess. Not sure if there were any potential draw cards off of Goods and Metal Foes. At least the Metal Foes fusion spell. But that's why Scrap Dragon is there, Dracossack is there, Tibet itself, getting more resources in the graveyard, and this is where Dragon Rulers shine. Their graveyard is basically the second hand. So 2-2. I was like, okay, I still have a chance, but the problem is I'm going second. I just want to go first. Set up, if I'm lucky, set up an Eradicator, maybe Maxi, Veiler, but that's a lot of good cards, a lot of wishful thinking on my part. But going second, and this card, or at least this hand going second, isn't the best. There is a continuous spell, the engages there, multiple engages are there, so yeah, this is not looking too good. And is engage, or at least was it live because of the beneficial draws? Yeah. So this is terrible. Shizuku searching drones for the potential OTK next turn, yeah. And I needed the draws here. So card of, what is it called? 7-star sword, yeah. Trying to get the beneficial draws plus the search off of Blaster. And here I'm kind of relying heavily on the Super Rejuvenation. The Widow Anchor on, Dracossack. I'm just going to get the resources in the graveyard, even though the effect is negated. I do attack over Shizuku. I'm honest, the game probably is already, well, I was about to say are probably already lost, but imagine Super Rejuvenation drawing into an Eradicator and, next turn, yeah, that's one extra turn. I need that Eradicator, and Double Failure is decent, but it's not going to cut it, right? Especially because, as you know, Sky Striker is such a resilient tech because of their continuous spell, because of their pluses, engage for the search plus draw. That's so ridiculous, right? So Hayate giving strikers an extra monster zone, summon from the extra deck, and indeed, the Veiler is indeed going to prevent the OTK from happening, I think, right? So yeah, it wasn't able. Here, Sky Strikers weren't able to get drones back. Yeah, because of Veiler. The second Veiler. The second Veiler is there, potentially preventing another OTK, but. Let's face it, what can I do? What can I do, right? So I'm going to use Sark Blaster this time to get another search. Most like maybe search Horrors, but Droll is dropped, and yeah, now you see that summon limit is there also. this and as I've read in the comment section before, rulers definitely need to go first. But yeah, that's the thing, right? But I think this is an okay match. Rulers 2 points, Sky Striker 6 points. They are sure that they will move on to the next round. But next matchup, a good one. Spirals versus Virtual World. So again, feel free to leave your predictions. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching. Feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. Lead them out. Peace.